right, you're about to witness something, and I'm about to experience something awesome. All right, it's the first time putting all the survival gear to the test, and we're gonna survive in the wilderness. The only factor I can carry, the only things I have on me are what I can fit in the backpack, and we're gonna see what we can do. Actually put ourselves to the test out here. There are a couple conditions I gotta watch out for because it's gonna be freezing tonight, like 25 degrees. So I'm gonna have to get, you know, all warm and cozy. And then we've also got windy conditions coming in. So my primary focus for today, because right now it is already 3:30 in the afternoon, is to find a place to camp and set up a fire immediately. Before I even start unpacking, I need to set up a fire because it's gonna get cold fast. And I don't wanna get to the point where my fingers start to freeze up a little bit and then it becomes hard to make a fire because I will be using flint and steel. So you can hear it right now, it's pretty windy already. And it's only supposed to get windier all through tonight and through tomorrow. So that is gonna be a pretty big consideration of mine, picking out the spot. I'm gonna break for a minute. I'm gonna walk off a bit, excuse me, take a piss. And then this is where I got caught up last time. I think I actually need to cross the creek up here to continue on because I think this turns into Hickory Ridge. So I've got quite a way left to go, but just gonna relax my shoulders for a second. Give myself some time to drink some water and take a piss. So far, very beautiful day. Quick, while I've got it off, you can see this is the setup for the bag. I'm not gonna take things apart, but standing up with the tent included, which is that green thing, probably about 3-4 foot tall. That goes on my back, weighs a lot, but it carries all my stuff. I could survive in that. Literally everything I need to set up a new life in that bag, easy. I looked at the map. I believe I'm correct in assuming that I need to go this way, so I'm going this way. Across the creek, I've got my boots on, so the water wasn't a problem, but now I'm going uphill, which might end up being a problem, so we'll see. Wish me luck on this. Here in this spot, it's starting to actually feel like spring. Look at the grass around me. It's kind of warm. It actually feels like it's getting warmer right now. Like I feel like I'm heating up. Feeling pretty good. Not too exhausted yet. It's really just the shoulders, which is nothing too bad, nothing I can't deal with. I did 16 miles with a 50-pound sack on Holly Aquila. I've been training for this kind of stuff. It's important to remember that right now, growing season hasn't started, so I could not count on foraging as a way of surviving food-wise. Really, you would have to rely on hunting and fishing. For my own sake, I did bring some food to make here, so it's not too crazy. I'm not doing too much. I'm really just trying to practice some of my other survival skills before I really send it. I want to know what I'm doing food-wise so I don't starve. Oh, hopefully I didn't just get bit by something. My back feels like I just got bit by something. Looking around though, you can see tons of trees that have fallen. And so I do want to be very careful with the wind. I'm veering off the path to go on a little side quest. Those of you who know me know exactly what I'm going for right now. Whew. Across the creek here. Oh shit! Slipped in. Luckily I got my shit kickers on. There. Waterproof! Wow, look at that, dude. Look at that. That's sick. Sycamore. So I wore boots versus hiking shoes for the reason of, well, insulation, but also waterproofing. But I am already regretting compromising on comfort because my toe is starting to blister and I can feel it. And I know I still got a long ass way to go. Let's see how that ends up. It's amazing how much weight comes off and how freaking light you feel when you take that backpack off after hiking for a few miles. I think I'm probably like 4 miles in. I found this little wood pad crossing over this creek, so that lets me know I'm close to something cool. Definitely this area is pretty awesome. You can see there are hills literally all around me in a huge circle. With the wind, you can hear the trees creaking. Trees are starting to move a lot, geez. If I were a little more well-versed, I would try picking it, but I think that's turkey tail. I don't know for sure. The turkey tail I know is edible, so I'm not gonna risk the biscuit. If it is turkey tail and I starve later, there's a whole bunch of it. I wish I knew how to identify it. I made it to the sign where all the trails split. So I did make the right decision earlier crossing that creek. So now I need to take from here, I actually need to go this direction, and then I'll loop up and around up to the cave. So I think this is really like the halfway mark. So I'm gonna take like a pretty significant break here, rest a little bit, and then head out that way. It's 5:04 right now, so I've got 2 hours, 54 minutes until sunset. Sitting on this log in this fallen tree, more evidence of why I need to be careful of wind. Come across a random box. And what it is it a geocache? What is this thing? What the heck? You see that little hole? Hold up. Little hole, bro. What's in there? Nothing? What the heck is this thing, bro? I think it's a geocache. I really do. I don't know though, I'm not gonna mess with it. Random thing in the middle of the woods. So I was just walking as I do, right? And I see from a distance this yellow piece of trash that's like stuck. And it's trying to like break off this branch. Anyways, I get up closer and it's this dope ass bandana. It was just like stuck on some thorns and a stick. So I picked it up and now it's gonna be my dope bandana. So that's pretty sick. I just picked up a new piece of equipment to add to my inventory. I'm sure it'll come in handy for something. All right, so I'm here taking a break at campsite, at the campsite 11. It actually looks like a pretty good spot to post up. It's at the top of the hill, so I will have some more wind, less protection from the wind, but it is surrounded by healthy looking trees. I know these ones don't have leaves on them, but that's just because it's not the season yet, but everything around here looks pretty healthy. So I could post up here, but with the time that I've got left, still over 2 hours till sunset, I'm gonna still make it up till campsite 12. And I'm gonna plan on staying there. Hopefully nobody's taking it, but I haven't seen any of these campsites being used today. It is the wilderness. And when I say campsite, it's literally just a piece of flat ground out here, so it's nothing fancy. So I'm back on the trail. I'm making double time now. It has started to get a little chillier. My fingers are starting to feel a little bit cold, which means I need to start working on a fire. So I need to get to that campsite ASAP, get a fire going, and then I can go from there. The trail I came up on, right? And it looks like it continues down this way. But then up over here, like you can see this trail goes here in this direction. And what I see on the map, there's nothing like this. So I'm gonna just trust my gut and keep going the way that I was going, follow this trail out. Hopefully I'm not lost. The scenery has started to change. I'm now going into this like pine grove. It's getting a lot darker. It's currently 6 o'clock. So I've got an hour and 58 minutes left until sunset. I can see the lake from here, which I don't know if I'm supposed to be that close to it. I'm just gonna keep trekking on, keep going, trust the trail. So I had pretty much the worst case scenario happen. I got to campsite 12. I was so excited, and then I pulled up and there's people camping there. There have not been people camping at any of the campgrounds nearby on this whole trail. So it was a big disappointment. Here we are, campsite 13. I'm ready to get some stuff down, start a fire. Let's check the place out. So trees look pretty healthy all around. That one, less so. The rest of them look pretty good. Let's see, lots of pine cones. fire looks good. There's several rocks that I'll be able to use for heating, and then also some good seating out here. There's a flat place. That's probably where I'll put the tent. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Not too shabby. Lots of thorns around it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this pack, start working on a fire. It looks like there's some stuff here. Some people left some trash, which is not cool. But I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna wanna make some food. I brought some soup with me. All right, step numero uno is I'm gonna have to get some firewood. Grab my hatchet real quick. New hatchet, haven't used it yet. We're gonna see how well it works. This isn't working too well. This is not gonna work, man. I feel like I'm wasting time. I really need to get a fire going. Okay, for now I'm just gonna stick to picking stuff up off the ground. So not to flash or anything, but I am pretty good with flint and steel. I found a bunch of this dry pine sheddings, and I got a bunch of little sticks. So I'm gonna see if I can get this stuff to light, and then if I can, I'll just feed it. Ow. What the hell? Normally I'm really good. What is going on? There we go. There we go. And none of those have worked. I've only got an hour of daylight left, so I've got some twine in here that I'll take out and use to kind of fray and then start, because I cannot get this fire started so far. Hey, I can genuinely say, well, it's getting big. I started a fire with flint and steel. I'm gonna just keep feeding it, and then I'm gonna get the tent set up, because now I'll at least have embers no matter what, which will be great. I just got the tent set up. I gotta put the rain cover on it still, but the fire's still running. And then I'm gonna move my stuff into the tent and start getting camp set up for the night. I'm probably gonna make some soup, eat that, and then call it a night. Currently making some wood pegs for the tent because I do not have any spikes. So I'm making these and I'll use them to hold the tent and tarp down. Hopefully they work. Bad news, I broke 2 of my stakes trying to put them in. So I gotta make 2 more. 2 of them worked. I do have to get some attention back on the fire. It's starting to go down. I'm hoping to get a couple big logs going and then make some food. But still gotta get the stakes done. I finally got the tent all staked up. About to put my stuff in there, start getting set up for the night, and then I'll probably make some soup. All right, here she is, home sweet home for the next couple of days. Got my sleeping bag, about to start working on organizing my stuff, having that ready, and then cook some dinner, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, find that cave. From multiple sides. I don't know what they are. What the hell? There's another one. That's a different one. What the fuck is that? Sounds like people. I'm scared. Night, everybody. Sleep well. Oh, that's bright. Good morning, party people. It is currently 7:13 in the morning, so about half an hour until sunrise. It's starting to get light outside. I can see the light from the tent. The glow stick survived all night, which is crazy. But it's about time for me to get up, take a piss, and then start gathering some firewood. Slept pretty well, all things considered. But tonight is going to be much, much colder than last night was. So I'm going to prepare a larger fire, and I'm going to collect as many rocks as possible so that way I can heat them up, set them inside the tent, and have them as kind of like just some thermal mass that I can use to stay warm tonight. Probably going to put some down by my feet in the sleeping bag. I didn't like freeze, it wasn't terrible, but I was very cold all night. So tonight, with it being approximately 20 degrees colder than what it is right now on the radar, we're gonna have to do some work to make sure I don't freeze to death. So very unfortunate news. No embers left in my fire. And I don't know if you can see with the flash, but the sun is coming up. So I'm just gonna do some more gathering real quick, completely restart the fire, get that going. Hopefully get some warmth here pretty quickly. So this here is what I used yesterday to get my flint sparks to catch. It's basically rope that's been soaked in a flammable liquid and then covered in wax. So you can make this at home, you can make it yourself. But what you do is you just kind of fray these ends real good. So you want to kind of pull them apart a bit. You want to leave a chunk of togetherness, but then you fray those even further. You basically just keep fraying it down. So this here is looking pretty good. See that? That should catch pretty easily. So I'm gonna put that in the fire, spark it up. I'm gonna utilize some of these wood chippings that I got from making my steaks and whatnot yesterday in my fire build here. So I'm gonna add in my little fire starter here. Set that there. I'm gonna put it in, actually I'm gonna put it in top down, and then try to put its back end kind of covered by some things that'll catch. So I'm aiming with my sparks for this right here. Okay. It's gonna be hard because it's cold. Come on. There it goes. The little rope stuff caught. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. Big fire. Picking up some more sticks and whatnot. Trying to find the dry stuff. But I have to be careful because I only have 2 more of those little flame starter ropes. So plan A is to just keep this fire going, not let it go out like it did last night. Get up every few hours, add to it, keep it going. And plan B, if that for whatever reason is unmanageable, then I will sorry, you were so close to my face, then I will cut those fire starters and make smaller little fire starter balls and kind of jerry rig it with some of the stuff that I can find around here to make it work. But those just make it so easy. So I think that definitely is something I'm going to, after this trip, I'm going to craft my own and have a supply of them. Step 2 this morning is collecting rocks and adding them around the fire for the purpose of, well, they kind of serve two purposes, but the main purpose of being able to use them to heat things. So if I find a good amount of smaller rocks, heat them up, I can put them in my boots, warm my boots up. You can put them in the sleeping bag tonight, keep them in the tent, keep the air in there warm, and then I can cycle them out. It works well with the fact that I'm gonna just try to keep the fire going rather than lighting a new one tomorrow. Hey, just noticed, there's a smiley face in this tree. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Anyways, I'm gonna probably move at least one of these boulders closer so that way it heats up and I just have it as a warmer surface out here. But I'm gonna start venturing out looking for rocks, not too far. There should be plenty nearby. Start heating them up, make sure this fire stays alive. I just became aware that pine cones are like little campfire Molotovs. Check that out. That lights up so quick. That's gonna be a big help. I started collecting some and there are tons around me. Like, I mean, just look at this. Tons of pine cones. So that's gonna be a huge help for staying warm. So now that I've got the fire running pretty well, I've collected a bunch of resources and a bunch of rocks that are heating up. I'm gonna get some calories in my body. I do have some trail mix. I brought a big bag. Very heavy. I think maybe next time I might pack something different. But I'm trying to also kind of gauge how my rationing is. So part of what I'm testing is trying to see, like, how long can I survive with the food that I pack out? How can I find more food? That kind of stuff. Yeah, while I'm doing that though, I'm gonna go through my book. Been using it for a while, but I'm gonna see if there's anything that kind of sticks out to me that we can get practiced up on today. It is 8:57 in the morning, and it is time to make some stuff. So these are the materials I'm gonna use. I got these 2 longer branches that I'll clean up, use for the straight sticks. Then I got these 3 kind of thicker sticks. I got this rock, and I got some rope. It's time to craft. I have officially made my trap. I'm not gonna try the rock yet, but we're gonna test it out. So basically the idea is, fella comes running along here, right? Maybe there's some food back behind it. Trot to trot to trot to trot, hits this, whole thing falls. So if I can do that, put some weight on it, I can maybe catch a little critter. Might be a little big, but we'll try it. All right, camp is pretty much well off at this point, so I'm gonna head about 1.5 miles over to the cave. Right now it is 12:24, so I figure I'll waste a couple hours going out this way. Check this out. Isn't that gnarly? Oh, dude. Look at that. Oh, sick, dude. Wow. Neato. Okay, I just got to the path that does not show up on the map. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get out there. It might take a while, but I'm headed directly to the cave now. All right, folks. I made it to the cave. I'm actually on the back side of the cave right now. So this is not the place where I'm going to enter at. But you can see down there is the cave. Well, I just realized I have an intense fear of caves. Totally forgot about it. Last cave I was in was terrifying. So I'm going to do it again. This is the walk down on the other side of the hill. Oh, dude, look at what I'm going down. All right. It's very rocky. Like, the whole hike has not been like this. The whole trip has not been like this with these big old rock formations. So this is pretty cool. Check it out. There's the entrance. I don't think there's ways to get down right here. But I don't want to have to go all the way around to get back to it. So I'm going to take a look around and see what I can figure out. See if there's a route that does not require me going all the way down there. And there's a lot of geodes around here too. It's pretty neat. Here we go. You can see this is how big the cave is around me. You could fit a school bus in here. Looks like there's a little offshoot to the side. Oh, dude, this is scary. This is really scary. I don't like this kind of stuff. I can work up the courage. Put my hood up, or extra hood up for extra protection while walking here. But once it gets to the point where you can like no longer see the daylight, that's a little bit scary. And I don't have a map of this cave. One of my biggest fears is being stuck in one and just like starving to death. This would be a really good place to get some rocks though. But I'm gonna use the camera as a flashlight. Okay. Right. Oh, that is a big room over there. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is really terrifying, bro. Okay. I'm ducking down quite a bit right now. This is not a large space. Look at the formations. There's geodes on the ceiling. There's geodes everywhere, bro. All those little like browner dots. Every single one of those is a geode. Holy fuck, spider, I'm getting out. Ooh, no. That was a big ass spider. Okay, I can't do the cave. I can't do the cave. I'm too scared. Jeez. All right, I feel like I've had enough of the cave. I'm not gonna go much deeper into it or any deeper at all. Just because one, I don't know the layout, I don't want to get lost, and two, I'm alone. So if I had a battle buddy, maybe I'd go a little farther. Rogan, if you're watching this, I wish you were here. Lots of geodes. Look at this. I have no fear of heights. I have no fear of heights. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to check out. And this spot right here is pretty awesome, especially with the river running through here. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right, it's currently 2:09 in the afternoon. I'm headed back from the cave to camp. I'm probably about, I don't know, halfway. I'm back on the actual grub bridge trail rather than the kind of off-side trail that goes to the cave. So back on a marked and mapped trail. So headed back. Once I get back to camp, I'm probably gonna spend, while it's light, spend some time gathering some more resources. Because it's gonna be freaking cold tonight. So, soaking up the sun now, feeling warm. But tonight and tomorrow are gonna be not nearly as pleasant. So, I'm gonna be ready for that. Alrighty, it is 2:41. I just made it back to camp. So, I'm gonna get some calories. Looks like everything is intact. Don't mind the crazy hat. But while we're here, I'm currently waiting on some water to boil for my rice that I'm gonna make. And I brought back from the cave a bunch of geodes, so I figured it'd be fun to smash them and see what's inside. Woo! I didn't see where all the pieces went. Here's number one. Número dos. Okay. Check that out. That's pretty sick. Nice. Ooh. That one rock went far away. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this one's beautiful. Holy crap. Fueling up with some lemon pepper rice right now. It was just regular rice and I added lemon pepper seasoning to it. That's lemon pepper rice. All right, you can see one of the ways, aside from just layering up even more, one of the ways I'm staying warm is by using hot rocks. So these rocks have all been in the fire for like hours and they are cooked through and through. And then I have this like mylar stuff here. It's like heat reflective. So I'm creating kind of like a more tent area. I have one more of these sheets that I can put up on this side so that I can be inside of it. But hopefully that traps a whole bunch of heat in here and kind of sonifies it. That's bright. All right, it's about midnight right now. I'm about to go out and do some work on the fire, get some more rocks put back in there. The rocks that I have all cooled off. It's about 36 degrees right now. It's only going to get a lot colder. So I'm going to try to get some heat back in here by cooking up some more rocks. We'll see if we can stay comfy all night. Alright, so you can see just got my rocks out of the fire again. I can feel the heat radiating off of them, so hopefully they help bring up the temperature a bit. It is creating kind of a pocket of warm air over here, which is nice. Good morning. It is officially day 3 of the challenge. Last night was fucking cold, my man. So I got some rocks and I had them heating myself up, and I had 3 hot rocks in the sleeping bag. stayed warm for most of the time, but by the time my rocks got cold and I woke up and realized my fire was out. So I'm up now, got the fire back going. And then honestly, I'm probably today, once it gets a little warmer, I'm gonna pack up my things and start hiking out. Got 6.5 miles back to the car, so I'm gonna wait till it's a bit warmer. Stick some hot rocks in all my pockets, you know, keep me toasty, and then roll that direction. All right, it's currently 9:14 in the morning. I just got camp packed up, and I started walking back. It's 29 degrees right now, so super cold. I got some hot rocks in my pockets, just to have a source of warmth as I go, since I will no longer have the fire. Got about 6.5 miles ahead of me. Currently 10:22, and I've made it as far as I'm going on the Grub Ridge Trail. I'm about to shoot off onto the other one that takes me back up to the fire tower. It's called Axum Trail. So I'm about to head that way. That means I'm probably about a third of the way done. Quite a ways up the trail. I'm now in that area where there's hills surrounding on all sides. I've actually been hiking in here for quite a while. I think I'm getting close to the point, if I see the trail correctly, where I go back over this hill and then connect back in to the trails that I started out on. So I'm not super far away, just a matter of miles. It is now 12:11, and as you can see, I just made it up to the last stretch. So I forget how long this is exactly, but this is the last segment of trail up until the fire tower. So we are almost back after almost three full, not really, but long days. We are finally gonna make it back and have some heat from something other than a campfire. We'll warm that car up, and of course, I'll go up the fire tower so you guys can see it. 12:23. And we made it back. Fire tower and car. Doesn't look like anything's been messed with from here. Right, I sat in the car for a little while, let the heat crank up a bit, and I charged my phone up, but now I'm about to go up the fire tower. I think it's like something like 130 steps all the way to the top. I've been up many times. It's best at sunrise or sunset. Only thing is it gets really cold up at the top. Cold, windy, and the whole thing shakes. So we're gonna make our way up. I'll get some shots for you so you can see the view. So definitely one of the advantages to not being afraid of heights is that I get to enjoy stuff like this. Not really any fear. Caves, on the other hand, caves no can do. But this here is the top of the fire tower. Pretty gnarly. So when the sun sets, it's over on this side, and this whole sky over here just turns orange and pink. It's beautiful. I love it. It is very cold up here. The wind has, you're above the trees, so nothing's shielding you. It has nothing to stop it. But you can see just how far up we are. There's my car down there. So this is the fire tower. So the trail I took is down here. It leads out this way. And then somewhere over here, starts to cut around. It goes on the other side of the hills. And you're way out there. And so I think where I camped. So let's see, Lake Monroe's over here. So I was somewhere like way over on the other side of this ridge. I was camping. Long ass way back. Definitely worth it. Look at all the cool graffiti. Tons of cool stuff. I like this piece right here. It's always new. There's always new stuff every time I come up here. Pretty cool. All right, headed back down.